There's seating for 180, but that doesn't include children, it doesn't include spouses. So it's just a fraction of the number of people that will be going in and out of this building. So I think realistically, it's more closer to 800-900 people that will be using this building 7 days a week. And Bennet Street is a quiet residential street, and it is simply not able to accommodate this volume of people. And I urge the proponent tonight to go back to his backers and find a more suitable place in Brighton. And I just want to mention on the parking. Parking is a big issue on Bennet Street. There's houses that don't have driveways. We all rely on the street for parking. And you know, this is a house of worship, and the Boston parking requirements have allowed for 16 spaces. If it was a secular assembly hall, it would be 40 spaces. But yet, here is the rabbi and his team tonight, and they're asking for 5, which is almost 70% less. It shouldn't be allowed, you know, because it's really going to impact the people here on Bennet Street. So there should be no reduction in required parking. Thank you.
So moderate clapping moving forward on every speech, so we have time for everybody. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mordechai, Mel to my friends. My surname is Green. My wife, Tama Adele Strauss, and I own 56 Bennet Street, which is diagonally opposite number 49 Bennet Street. We've lived there for 24 years. We are Jewish. Rabbi Halpern and his congregation are essentially our people. Most of my wife's family were able to leave Germany in 1936, Baruch Hashem, but some were not and perished in the camps. So we honor the desire of Rabbi Halpern and his congregation to have a synagogue and community center. We wish you well. However, with respect, we also wish that you would seek and find a property on a busier thoroughfare that comes with a parking lot for the 6,200 families that the rabbi mentioned in prior meetings as the long-term plan for the project. Yes, there is a church down the road and a school, which have been mentioned in prior meetings as comparisons, but they each have their own large parking lots and are on busy thoroughfares. Bennet Street, and especially our block where number 49 is located, is little, it is narrow, it is quiet, it is a residential street. It is a side street where families have lived between 13 and even more than 60 years, multi-generational families. We have loved living there. Now, families who live there have a range of credentials which are professional and artists. They range from teachers to healthcare providers to physicists.
We actually stick to the project and what?
I am. I'm getting to a point. Okay. There are physicists, there are IT experts, there are police, there are artists, builders, and homemakers. We all take great pride in caring for, maintaining, and improving the appearance of our homes. The rabbi and his congregation are the new kids on the block. So I welcome them to the neighborhood and always have. However, the size, scale, and scope of this proposed project is simply too huge for the existing lot. This is not simply to be a house of worship with daily services, but also a community center, as I understand it, where there would be constant comings and goings every day of the week, morning, afternoon, evening, for classes, for meetings, for the use of the ritual bath, the mikveh, for festivities and special functions. This constant activity would seriously, negatively impact the quality of life of the people already living here on this quiet street, the immediate abutters, not just our neighbors. Regrettably, we are strongly opposed to this proposed edifice, this excessively huge, looming structure that violates building code size and encroaches on lot lines and threatens to block the sun and the light of our immediate neighbors. Thank you for your time.